Hi all. Okay, so I'm still working on this backup camera. Hopefully you've watched some of the previous videos. We go through this in detail, but just to go over it briefly, we got a monitor. It's a quad monitor, so we can have 4 cameras. This will be my license plate camera, and then I have another camera for the side. That'll be 1 and 2. Cameras 3 and 4 I haven't bought yet. I'd like to put them up on the Plow, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So license plate will be this one. This one will be the passenger side, and then two on the Plow, left and right. Right hand side of the truck I'm not worried about because I can look out the window and see there. So here's the harness that comes with the monitor. There's a whole bunch of wires coming off the harness. But real briefly, there's 4 plugs for each camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're yellow plugs. There's a ground wire and a hot wire. And then there's 4 wires here. Those are the trigger wires, and I'm not using those. Those are for like when you put your car or truck in reverse, it turns on the backup camera. You go forward, it turns on the camera in the front. You put on your left blinker, it turns on the camera on the left. You turn on your right blinker, it turns the camera on the right. Okay, so those are the trigger wires, and I'm not using those. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it off and on with my toggle switches. Okay, so that's this guy here. Turn the monitor. These say off on the bottom, on the top. So first one will be turn the monitor off and on. Then backup camera, side camera, and the 2 Plow cameras. That's what I'm thinking. I'll experiment and move them around, see where I like them the best. Okay. Okay, so I wrote on the back so I wouldn't lose track of what's what. This is the power in, and this is power out. Power in, power out, power in, power out. These 2 I'm not using yet, so I got them taped up. Okay, so we're going to work with these 3. These 3 will go to the power, to the truck battery. Okay, so just to test this out before I install it, I'm gonna cut a hot wire here. I can run it here to my test battery. Hold it down like this. Okay, so I was gonna run the power right to the cigarette lighter. There's a There's a cigarette lighter on the truck that says power output for like accessories. And I was talking to a fella at the parts store, and he said you might overload the circuit. So he said it would probably be best if you go right to the battery. So that's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to have like one main connection where the toggle switch is, and then just run one wire to the battery. So I don't know, these connectors may not have been the best way to do it, so I can't get them together here. I need some alligator clips. That's what I need here. So that should work for the test. And then so that's the input. And then here's the harness for the monitor. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the power comes out of here, and that's going to go on the bottom of here. And then let's see here. Here's camera 1. That plugs into the red plug on the camera. Ground camera, hot camera. So this would be number 1. Same thing here. This is camera 2. That plugs into the red plug on the camera. The other end, ground and hot wire. So that'll be number 3. Okay, then we have 3 ground wires. One from the monitor, one from camera 1, one from camera 2. For these main lines that go to the battery, I've got a lot thicker wire. That one fella at the parts store, he said might overload the wire. He said just use real thick wire. So I've got plenty of the real thick stuff. But we're just testing here now. So. Okay, I only have one camera to experiment with. So I'll hold this up to my, I've just got a battery jumper here. If you use a battery jumper to test your system, see, like, only this side will be the ground, and then same thing on the power. If, like, there's no, see, if you put that in there and close it, it won't connect to it. So what I do is I just put some black tape in a hunk of black tape in there. I should have bought some alligator clips, but I didn't think it would be this involved putting this thing in. See, and then make sure that's on top, so you get a connection. See, and then that wire is touching the side where the wire goes back. I actually had a problem with that when I first started this because it wasn't coming on. And then here's the hot. So there's the hot. And then for these, all I have to do is go, let's see here, let's plug in the camera first here. See, here's the camera wire. So these yellow ones are marked channel 1, channel 2. So here's channel 1. See how these won't go together? You have to use the extension. See, here's the extension. So let's see here. So 1. 1, 2. This end, one will go in here, and then camera 1 here. Now something I noticed here, these are all, it's the same company name, but it's not being fully inserted. The other camera, you can see how the plug's a little shorter, so it goes the whole way in. So this is actually the same brand name of the monitor, and it still doesn't fit right, so I just have to tape it up. Okay, so let's see if it works. Turn on the power. I'll flip the monitor button here. Monitor came on. Turn on camera 1. Turn on camera 1. Hey, it works. Far out. Some of those wiring connections that I made were those wires were really small. So okay, so let's try this on camera 2. Okay, so to connect camera 2, got the cable here, so this here's the extension. So let's see here. This one, here's the camera, video, and then this goes to the power, and the power, see that comes off there, but it splits. That's what's weird, it splits to the black and the red. We went over that in previous videos. And then that's channel 2. Okay, let's turn on the power. Monitor came on. Now we'll turn on camera 2. Hey, it works. Okay, so now I'll box it up and see if I can get it inside the truck. We'll see if it works out in the truck. Now, the thing is, I don't know where I'm going to run the power. The thing is, I don't know where I'm going to run the power in the truck. I think I'm just going to put this in the truck for now. Okay, so next I'm going to connect all 5 power cords with this bolt. It's a stainless steel bolt. And then I'm going to connect a power cable. It's about 4 or 5 feet long. And I'm just going to plug it into a probably this battery jumper on the passenger floor, maybe an older car battery I have, and then maybe first warm day I'll run a wire to the battery itself once I see everything's working. But I think I'm going to try to run it off this, see how it goes, because I got a lot of power coming off the battery itself. There's the plow motor, the lights, the plow lights, the backup beeper, and then I'll have the lights up on the roof, the ones that we made the brackets for a couple weeks ago. So that's why I figured this thing, since I couldn't find a place to mount it on the dash, I think I'm just going to make it a temporary thing for during the winter and then take it out during the summer. And then maybe I'll figure out a way to just put like one camera in during the summer. Maybe buy a smaller monitor that I can mount on the dash or something. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Okay, so here's the first cable. I'm going to try to line these up so they're spaced. There's number 2. There's number 3. Number 4. See, this is what I'm going to try to keep them in line here. Not that it matters, but it's just so I can keep track of what's going on. And then here's number 5. And then all my power cables will be ready to go. And then here's the input power. And then I got a lock washer here and a nut here. So if I was to do this again, I would just buy one of those pre-made junction boxes, because this is turning out to be a big mess. It's nice because it's set up the way I want it, but as you can see, I kind of got a rat's nest here. Oh, I've got one here for the ground too. So I'm going to need a smaller bolt for those. 1, and then 2 and 3. The monitor and the 2 cameras. So I got to go find a small bolt. Back in a minute. Okay, so I found a bolt. So I'll put the ground, that's the main ground going to the vehicle. And then here's the monitor. There's one camera. There's the second camera. Then when I get the other 2 cameras, I gotta connect these. Yeah, I already connected the inputs here, but I don't have those little wires that split in 2, so I can't connect the other two wires here. I know it's kind of complicated. I'm taking it a little bit each day, just trying to walk through it. There's no way I could have thought this through in one day. Let's see, these are going to have to go up. There might be a better way to do this, maybe with like some type of connection block. You know, it's just a long piece of plastic. It's got some bolts that screw down in it. But I didn't think of that until this afternoon. Maybe I'll look into that, see what I can find on Amazon. Because that's kind of a mess. I think it'll work, but it's definitely a mess. I need 3 hands. Okay, I don't want these to connect, so I'm going to tape them up. What a mess. I'll tell you. One thing into another. do you tape up a rat's nest? That's what I'll name the video. It's like, what do you do with that? Well, shrink wrap won't fit around there. Or heat shrink tubing, right? See, and then this one's is going to have to come off in a week or two because I got to add the other cameras to it. What I do is I fold over the end so that way I can find the beginning of it. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I think that'll do for now. This one I can get carried away on with the tape because I shouldn't have to take this one apart again. This one should be done. Oh man. You can see why I don't want to hook it up to the truck electrical system, huh? Might as well put some tape around here too. That should work. Okay, let's try it out before we put it in the box. Okay, so the other end of this wire is right here. Yeah. This real thick wire, I have plenty of that because I had bought it for the backup beeper. I think I bought it off the internet somewhere, eBay, Amazon, and it was way too thick. So I got plenty of this sitting around. So I could easily run it up to the battery. It's snowing out there now, and I just didn't feel like fooling around tonight or this week. It's supposed to snow for like 12 days straight. So yeah, I mangled that one. Jeez. Okay, so this one will go to positive. Saw that coming, did you? That one goes to negative. I only got one camera in here. There's the camera. If you need the connection cable, let me get rid of the tools here. If you ever need a quick band-aid, just use some paper towel or something. Wrap that around there. And then black tape or masking tape works fine. I think it works better than a Band-Aid. Looks like crap, but it does the job. Okay, now you can't plug these in the wrong way because they'll only go in one way. So that one goes in here, this one goes in here, and then this one goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go with number 1, and then this goes to a power cable somewhere. Let's see here. It's these down here. See here it says camera 1. So this goes to camera 1. Okay. Okay, so everything is off. Turn it on. Let's turn on the monitor. Nothing. think I lost my ground. See here, I think I lost my ground. This cord didn't stay in there. That's what I was saying about using these pieces of tape. Okay, let's try it again here. Okay, there's the monitor, and now we'll turn on the camera. Hey, it works. Hello. Hey, what you doing over there? So, system, it's definitely a rat's nest, but I think it'll work. Okay, so let's turn these off. Now we'll try it on camera 2. So we'll unplug all this so we can start from scratch. So here's the camera. Here's the extension. Take the camera. These are the ones you can't plug in wrong. See, that goes in here. I don't see why it would matter, but that's the way they got the wires set up. And this would go to camera 2. Here's camera 2. This one goes here. This is the one that's confusing. It looks like it's a power, but when it gets over here, it's black and red. And then that's the one that splits off here. I know it's confusing. You just have to pick through my previous videos to see what's what. Okay. Turn on the power to the battery. Turn on the monitor. Turn on camera 2. Hey, it worked. Hey, what's going on? See, if I turn on camera 1, there's nothing there, right? Because we don't have a camera hooked up to that. Okay. Okay, so next I gotta put all that in that box that I made. Good thing I made that box big, huh? I could have got smaller fuses. I don't think I would have wanted to go any smaller with this wire here. That's the same size wire they're using here. But okay.